Yeah, please.
For R a positive real number,
Yeah.
let f of r equal to integration along CR sin z by z dj.
No, no. Wait a minute. Yeah. What is the problem?
For R a positive real number, let f r equal to
Let
integration along CR
R belongs to R, and if R is defined to be integration along
CR
CR. What is CR?
uh,
CR.
where CR is the
Okay,
sin z
CR
by z.
sin Z by Z, then DZ.
dz
CR
is the contour REI theta.
here is the contour R E I theta.
Theta রেঞ্জটা 0 থেকে পাই closed.
Hmm.
What is limit r tends to 0 fr by r? এটা বার করতে হবে।
But how is this a contour? Huh? Okay, I understand. See, leave this problem because this is a contour integral. I haven't taught you those. Okay, they will require a separate set of say 3 classes. You can't handle these problems discretely. Okay, as I told you, that complex contour integral will be covered in an advanced course. I mean, this
কমপ্লেক্স ইন্টিগ্রেশন ওইভাবে হবে না, তাই না?
no. Otherwise, they wouldn't have given this contour. What is this
আচ্ছা,
contour basically mean? This, I think, this, right? R. So this is the contour. They are integrating sine z by z. They are integrating sine z by z along this, right? Okay, let me think of it. Let me think just. From 0 to pi. Okay. Just let me think. Slina, we know this integral, right?
হ্যাঁ,
This whole
এটা
integral is
এটা ইন্টিগ্রেশন সাইন জেড ওয়াই জেড মানে তো এরিয়া আন্ডার কার্ভটা বার করতে হবে।
no.
ও সরি সাইন জেড বাই জেড আছে।
No, they are integrating it along the curve. Na, this is not like real integration.
হুম হুম হুম।
Uh, okay. Okay. Just give me a minute. So CR is this. So Z is R e to the power I theta, right? For a fixed star. What is DZ? DZ is what is DZ by the way? I
আর ইটু
R e to the power I theta, right? Okay.
ঠিক।
So if we write down this integral, this becomes 0 to pi sine r e to the power I theta. Please check the calculation. R e to the power I theta, I r e to the power I theta, sorry d theta, right? This is the computation. If we
হ্যাঁ
cancel
ঠিক
it
আছে।
out, what do we get? 0 to pi sine r e to the power I theta d theta.
একটা আই থাকছে।
এটা I has, oh sorry. The now fact is that sine gamma t, gamma prime t, okay, that is it. But how should we integrate this thing? How should we integrate this thing? How should we integrate this thing? Okay, you are what is the question? I mean, what are you required to find? Limit
R tends to 0, FR by R.
r tends to theta fr by r, right?
R tends to 0.
Sorry. So if we compute fr by r, what is that? I 0 to pi sine r, sine r e to the power I theta r, yeah, d theta. Um,
দাদা এটা লিমিটটা নিয়ে এল হসপিটাল দিয়ে দিলে হবে?
L'Hopital doesn't exist for complex valued functions.
ও আচ্ছা,
NBHM, na this is.
হ্যাঁ
That's why I told you that that complex analysis course is only good enough for CSI and net, not anything beyond. প্রিয়দর্শিনী অদিতি ভোটটা দিও, যারা ভোট দাওনি দিয়ে দিও। Those who haven't voted, please, I mean, no, it will require, I think, higher technique. Okay, do one thing, give it in the in that group, see if anyone can solve it, otherwise we will have to discuss it in the contour integral class.
কন্টুর ইন্টিগ্রালটা কি স্টেন্স সাকাচ্চিতে আছে?
Yes, it is there, but it is hard. I mean, it's hard to actually absorb all of it by yourself. You can try, of course.
আচ্ছা,
Anisha, what will you be doing apart from measure theory and functional? Will you be doing the metric spaces?
হ্যাঁ
Very good. Because that's you, I think your choice is bit affiliated to analysis, right? So it will be mm, very useful for yourself to solve the whole routine actually. Okay, any other problem? Any other problem? Or else I will try to give you some. Do you have anything else? Or we will try? Okay, so wait a minute, I will give you some problems to do. Just give me 1 minute. দেখুন হ্যালো, বলছি যে আপনি ইয়েতে থাকবেন, মঙ্গলবার থাকবেন? থাকবেন তো? ফার্স্ট হাফে গেলে সুবিধা না সেকেন্ড হাফে? ঠিক আছে, আমি হয় একদম 1:30টার দিকে যাব আর না হলে ওই 4:30টার দিকে, কারণ ওই সময়টি ফাঁকা থাকে না, ব্যস্ত থাকে না। ঠিক আছে। হুম। Okay, so let's see if there is something I can give you, some problem at least. Give me 1 minute. Actually, I thought you guys will have something at least. Give me 1 minute. Okay, let's give you some problems.
একটা প্রবলেম আছে বলবো।
Of course.
F C to C
If Q is f C to C
be an entire function,
be an entire function,
assume that for all Z belongs to C,
for all Z belongs to C,
there exists small n belongs to capital N,
there exists small n belongs to capital N,
depending on Z.
এটা কিন্তু করিয়েছি,
আচ্ছা তাহলে আমি ভুলে গেছি।
depending on Z such that f and Z is 0, তাই তো?
হুম,
এটা করানো আছে। This was solved from Shakarchi, I think, isn't it? I think I have done this. This will be a polynomial, right? I mean, that's what I think we did it using those pigeonhole principle techniques. Wait a minute. Can you solve this? That if Z is, say, e to the power Z by e to the power Z minus 1 for Z belongs to C. Then f is 1, f is entire 2, f has essential singularity, 3, f has infinitely many poles, 4, each pole of f must be of greater than 1 order. Can you try to do it? You have 2-3 minutes. At least try to do it. Because if I do it right away, it won't help you. Okay, let's give you two problems. The residue of the 1 plus E inverse minus. Do these two. See, these two are not good problems. First, let me clarify that. These two are not good problems, and you need absolutely no concept to solve this. These are only computations. But the problem is you will need the skill of solving these problems in order to clear net. Okay, you have 5-6 minutes, at least try.
দুটোই অপশন সি হবে।
Hello. Did you manage any of them?
Option C দুটো yes.
F has infinitely many poles. Why? E at I to the power n e to the power I n pi, right?
2 হবে।
F has essential singularity. This I'm talking about question
না
2.
না 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 বলছি z equal to e to the power I 2k pi।
Okay. So F has infinitely many poles. Anything else? F has not entire, so it is clear. F has essential singularity. No, because F has only poles, right? The only singularities are poles. And this is each pole of F must be of greater than of order 1. How to deal with it? This is very easy.
লিমিট
No, don't approach that way. See, if F has a pole of order greater than 1, then this must have a 0 of order greater than 1, the denominator.
হুম
But if you differentiate it, you get e to the power z, which is never 0. Okay. So all the poles are single. Clear?
হ্যাঁ
If G has a repeated 0, then G is 0 at that point, G prime is also 0 at that point. Okay. And what about the next one?
অপশন সি
Option C. How did we do it? How did you do it?
ওটা ওটা এক্সপ্যান্ড করেছি
Yeah,
আর
very
কোফিশিয়েন্ট অফ 1/।
yeah, very bad computation, I think. Yeah, at least brief it. So how did we do it? She is saying that she is doing this e to the power 1 by z. So what are we expanding at first? The I mean e to the power something or this thing at the power?
পাওয়ার
Okay, so this is e to the power minus 1 plus 1 by z plus 1 by 2 factorial z square and so on, right? Okay, then this is
মাইনাস ওয়ানটাকে সেপারেট করে নিয়েছি।
okay. You separate out minus 1 and then do e to the power. No, let's write it this way. E to the power minus 1 by z plus 1 by 2 factorial z square and so on. Then you expand it again, right? And then it looks like the bracket. Okay, let's write it. How to write it? Wait a minute. 1 minus, let's call this bracket g. Okay, g of z. Let's call this bracket. So what is g of z plus 1 by 2 factorial g of z square, right? Minus this way. And as you can see, none of these terms have any 1 by z. The minimum power is 1 by z square, right? So none will contribute, no coefficients is contributed from this part. So we should only be considered about this thing. Am I right?
হ্যাঁ
So the coefficient of 1 by z is E inverse into the coefficient of 1 by z in gz, right? That is 1. So minus 1 or minus 1? 3, right? This is E inverse into
মাইনাস
1. So this is the answer. These are just body computation. Okay, this is something I wanted to give you. Wait a minute. Let f Okay, see, some topics are being stopped. That doesn't mean you are not allowed to ask questions from those topics. Okay, but what I would request you is to collect those questions and send them to the group. Then we can discuss it there. Somebody will answer it. If nobody does, then I will. Okay. If C to C be entire, such that image F, this means imaginary part of F. Okay, understood? This is imaginary part of F. Okay, imaginary part of F. Any part of F is bounded. Then which of the following must be true? One is constant, that is real part of F. Two, F is constant. 3, if z equals to 0 for all z, if prime 0 is not. Let me give you another problem. Let D be the closed unit disk. Okay, closed unit disk. Let D be the closed unit disk if D to D be a holomorphic function. If D to D be a holomorphic function, with if 0 is half and if half is 0, which of the following is our so D to D if prime 0 less than 0 for if f prime half is equal to 4 by 3. ওকে ট্রাই দিস টু। হ্যাঁ শ্রীনা কিছুটা বলছিলি।
বললাম কোশ্চেন 4 এরটা অপশন 2 হবে।
কোশ্চেন 4 এর তো অপশন 2 হবে, এর মানে কি? সিনজেসার মানে বোঝা আমায়।
কোশ্চেন 4 এর অ্যান্সারটা কি অপশন 2 হবে সেটা জিজ্ঞেস করছি।
হুম yeah, one way to do it is just by looking at by Picard's little theorem, right? But can you avoid it, as we say that we should try to avoid that? ভাবো 5 মিনিট আছে।
নিউভিলিস থিওরেম দিয়েও তো করা যাবে।
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
নিউভিলিস থিওরেম
What does it tell?
bounded entire function is constant.
Yeah, but entire function is not bounded, right? The imaginary part is bounded, I have said.
আরেকটা ফাংশন ধরে নিতে হবে ই টু দি পাওয়ার মাইনাস mz।
Good. So she's saying that for question 4 you take f equals to u plus iv, right? And we know that u is bounded. U is given to be bounded. F is entire, so e to the power u plus iv is entire, right? And mod e to the power u plus iv, u that is e to the power u, right, is bounded. Since u is bounded, this means e to the power f is constant. That means f is constant. Okay, but the mistake we make is that we only take this. Don't do that. Take this as well, right? F prime 0 is non-zero. No, these are wrong. So this is not true. This is not true. Try question number 5. Okay, when you are trying question number 5, let me give you another quote. Wait a minute. Try these two. Question 6 and 5. 5 minutes, 6 minutes you have.
আচ্ছা দাদা, কোশ্চেন 5 এর সলিউশনটাকে এভাবে ভাবলাম কেন?
Hello.
হ্যাঁ,
How?
5-এরটা সোয়াচ পিক লেমা ইউজ
Very good. Let's first write down the statement. uh, am I writing the spelling correct? Yes, please tell me the statement.
if একটা অ্যানালিটিক ফাংশন হবে ইউনিট ডিস্কে
If D to C be analytic, then
such that mod of fz less than equal to 1 for all z belongs to D.
why should I write it that way? Just write this, the open unit disk, right?
হ্যাঁ,
Then
তাহলে f dash z mod of f dash z less than equal to 1 minus mod of fz square by 1 minus mod of z square for all z belongs to D.
then then yeah, please. Then
Mod
mod
of
of fz.
f dash z
Hmm.
less than equal to
Hmm.
1 minus mod of fz mod
Oh, so sorry then.
fj
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
square by 1 minus mod of z square.
Anisha, I think you have prepared complex more seriously than the others. So when I was asking, probably in early weeks of September, that if any one of you actually want to expertise in complex, why did you say no?
মানে ওর সাথে তো মানে
Yeah, go ahead. I am not accusing you. Just explain.
থিওরেমের প্রুফ গুলো অত রিগোরাসলি দেখে রাখিনি, মানে
Yes,
টপোলজিরও তো লিঙ্ক থাকবে কমপ্লেক্সে।
yes, it will be there. See, you can't avoid a topic, okay? If you are willing to avoid a certain topic and learn analysis, that will not work. Let me tell you something. Topology, I mean algebraic topology is the first course, okay? One. Algebraic topology is course one. Next course is cohomology, okay? Or maybe homological algebra something. Course 2 this is, okay? The course 3 is vector bundles. Understood? This is called vector
আচ্ছা,
bundles. Those, one of the guys in our institute, his name is Pratik. I Pratik something, I can't actually, I forgot his full name. Pratik is working under Shayanda. Shayan Chakraborty, he works in operator algebra function analysis. But his research area, I can show you. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. And just see, I will show you the profiles of two professors who are very good researchers in analysis. Wait a minute. What I am trying to do is basically giving you an idea of where research is right now. First look at the background of this guy, this professor. BSc in Xavier's, M.Sc IIT Bombay, Ph.D in mathematics from Germany. Something is not written here. He was actually a postdoc fellow in IISI Kolkata. Okay, just look at it. Inspire, NPDF, NBHM. He got everything that there is to every fellowship available there. and look at his research interest: functional analysis, operator algebra. This is course 1 of analysis, course 2 of analysis. Okay, then look at it: non-commutative geometry, K theory, quantum information. Non-commutative geometry is there. Okay, then this guy Somnath Hajra, let's look at his academics as well. Bardhaman Raj College, IIT Delhi again, M.Sc, Ph.D, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Postdoctoral fellow, postdoc from Czech Republic, then postdoctoral fellow again in IISER Kolkata, then research associate in Indian Institute of Science, postdoc fellow of National Board of Higher Mathematics. Wait a minute, let me just try to show you his research interest. Yeah, homogeneous operators, Cohen-Douglas operators, study of reproducing Kernel-Hilbert modules, tools in complex geometry, dilation theory. You understand where research is right now? If you are willing to avoid topology and willing to do analysis, you will be end up calculating the singularities of meromorphic functions. That's it, nothing else. That's why I don't encourage the research culture that those are rightly in many of the universities, not in the institutes I'm talking, but the universities. The universities have, oh, this is going recorded, right? Okay, let's not record these things. I will tell you privately probably. The way you are, the stage you are in, like you can solve problems, but you can't remember the proofs, right? I was in the same stage 2 or 3 years back. Then I actually went back and covered those things, those loopholes. I actually did take care of them.
মানে এক্সামটা ক্র্যাক হয়ে গেলে ইন্টারভিউ এর জন্য তো প্রুফগুলো পড়তেই হবে আর কি
Don't think that way.
তখন
Don't think that way. You can't qualify the written and then start preparing for exams. How do you understand that whether you have cracked something or not? The result will be out for after 2 months, right? And the interview will be after just 1 month or maybe 1.5 months. That is not enough. Don't postpone your preparation. That's my advice, just a general advice. Okay, so you can put here and check things. You can use Schwarz-Pick lemma to see these things, like f prime 0 is less than equals to 3 by 4, f 0 is half and f half is 0. So okay, so this was f prime 0, right? So tell me, what is mod f prime 0 square? This is 1 minus f 0 is half, right? Half 1 minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 0. This is 1 by 4. So f prime 0 is less than equals to 1 by 4. Here it is given to be
3/4 হবে তো
কেন
1 minus 1 by 4
sorry. So this is true. And next, f prime half is 1 minus 0 by 1 minus half square, that is 4 by 3 na. This is true as well. So A, B, C are correct. Is it necessarily true fz equals to z?
ওটা তো ওই f0 equal to half আর f half equal to 0 দেখেই বোঝা যাচ্ছে।
Yes, but no, but the thing is that you will see, you will have to give an example of a function, because how do you know such an f even exists? Okay, understand what my concern is? These options are correct under the assumption such an f exists.
ওইটার যে কোশ্চেনে দেওয়া আছে
Okay, fine, you are correct actually. Yeah, it's true. Sorry. What about question 6?
CRT.
Sorry? CRT.
CRT.
Why? F is, what was FZ by the way? What is FZ?
Z to the power 6 minus 5Z4 plus 7.
Hmm. Hmm. So then which what was, okay, and what are the options? If has a 0 mod minus 1 mod z minus 1, right? So what can we do? What can we do?
Ruchi's theorem.
Uh, Pronounce it as Rausch's theorem, not Ruch's theorem. Okay, and okay, how to approach it? It is mod z whole to the power 6, right? Yeah, we will use Rausch's theorem, but how?
একটা ফাংশন g1z 7 নিয়ে নিলাম আর
Okay,
g2z বাকিটা নিয়ে নিলাম।
G1z she is taking 7, G2z she is taking, okay, then
বাউন্ডারিতে চেক করতে হবে পয়েন্ট বসিয়ে কোনটা বড় হবে।
now G1z modulus is 7 and G2z modulus is uh, mod z to the power 4 into mod z square minus 5 less than equals to mod z to the power 4 plus 5. I can write it like, the inequality is true, right? If you put z equals mod z equals to 1, this is 6 and this is 7. So how many zeros are there inside mod z equals to 1? 0, right? Because this is
হ্যাঁ
the bigger function, na? So by Rausch's theorem, I think some of you have forgot what Rausch's theorem was. Let's just have a look at it. This is, so f and g are non-holomorphic. I mean holomorphic on an open set containing the circle, and mod f z greater than equals to mod g z. Then f and f plus g has same number of zeros. So f has same number of zeros and g1. Then for the next options, one thing is clear, right? If you take this, say g1z, suppose you take z to the power 6, and g2z, suppose you are taking the rest, z to the power, okay. So this is, if you apply mod g1z, this is mod z whole to the power 6, and mod of this is less than equals to 5 mod z to the power 4 plus 7, right? This inequality is true. So if you evaluate it at z equal to 2 or maybe z equal to 3, what do you get here? 3 to the power 6, and you get here is this is bigger, right?
হ্যাঁ
This is bigger. So again, since g1z has all the zeros, all 6 zeros inside mod z equals to 3, so has fz by Rausch's theorem. So these two answers are true. This is true, and f has a 0. This is also true. No, f has no 0. This is, but what about this? If has 4 zeros inside this, what about that?
ওটা একটু পাইনি
Yeah, why is that? Now what are you taking?
ওই 3 এর ক্ষেত্রে জানিয়েছি
Okay, so if you put mod z equals to 3, we get it, and if you put mod z equals to 2, we get here is 2 to the power 6 is 64, right?
হুম
Then but you can't apply that here, na? Understood why?
না বুঝলাম না কি বললে
Mod g2z is less than equals to this. It doesn't mean it is greater than equals to 64. I mean, okay, tell me.
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা
Yeah, so you will need to get something. Only 5z to the power 4 can be taken out. Okay, yeah, think yeah, this is good. I think this is good. Okay, so you can take for mod z. If when you are taking mod z equals to 2, take g1z to be this and g2z to be minus 5z to the power 4. So what is modulus of g2z? That is 5 modulus z to the power 4, that is 80. And what is modulus of g1z? This is less than equals to 2 to the power 6 plus 7, which is less than 80, na?
হুম
It is less than 80. So this has 4 zeros. F has as many zeros as G2 does. Okay. Any other problem you have? Okay, let me give you a problem. Problem of Mobius transformation. This is a good problem. We all know the meanings of H plus is the upper half plane, H minus is the lower half plane. Right? H plus is the upper half plane, H minus is the lower half plane. L plus is the L plus is the x greater than 0, x greater than 0, that is the right half plane, isn't it? So L minus is the left half plane. Now what about fz? Fz is given to be 2z plus 1 by 5z plus 3. Now which of the following are true? If maps h plus to h plus and h minus to h minus b, h plus to h minus and h minus to h plus, c h plus to l plus and h minus to l minus, d h plus to l minus h minus to l, h plus to l minus and h minus to l plus. Okay, you have 3 to 4 minutes, right? Extremely sorry, I got an urgent call. I had to receive it. Sorry, sorry. Yeah. What about this?
Option A.
Why?
মানে এ যদি 2 ধরি আর বিটা যদি 1 ধরি আর সি ফাই টি ইকুয়াল টু 3, তো
First
এডি
of all,
মাইনাস বিসি
we note one. Okay, very good, very good, very good. She says this is A, B, C, D, right? So AD minus BC is 1.
বিসি ওটা ডিসি না।
Sorry, BC is 1. Those are precisely the automorphisms of F plus, if you remember it. Very good, Anisha. So those are precisely the where was it? I think we hope you remember it. In some class we did actually that all those automorphisms from H plus to H plus are of the form AZ plus B by CZ plus D, where A, B, C, D are reals and AD minus BC is 1, right? Can't find the result here. Oh. Yeah, this is. Yes, this is. Okay. So this is true. If this is true, automatically all of these are false, right? If it sends H plus to H plus, then it has to send H minus to H minus, because the only singularity is at Z equals to minus 3 by 5, which is at R, which is on R. So F is holomorphic on C minus R to C minus R. F is holomorphic on this region. So if it sends H plus to H plus, it has to send L minus to L minus, because it is an automorphism. It can't send the whole H plus and H minus both to H plus. No, it can't do that. So this is true. Okay. See, I will send you some problem sets. Okay, some mock test papers for real, linear and complex groups. I will send you those. It will take some time, maybe a month or so. I will send you those. Yeah. So what I am asking is, do you need another class of complex analysis? Because I was thinking that maybe in some class we should do a meeting, the one we did before, like the one we did before starting the course, in which we will discuss which topics to start, which topics to not, and so on.